Excited too. It should be fun.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Let me check and see if she's coming back in. So I can make
Okay,
sure I can get
perfect.
her
Okay, really
get her
cool.
in
How
the
have you been?
space. I've been pretty good. Like,
That's
just
good.
hanging in there. Excited
Yeah,
for our summit tomorrow and getting those things together.
that should be really fun.
I know. How about
I've
you? How you
really,
been?
I've, I've been good. Just been making music and filming Grownish and trying to
Mm-hmm.
stay positive and just living life. So yeah, everything's been good. I'm in good spirits. So yeah, I'm really sleepy today, but I don't know if you could tell, but I am. But I'm good. So
You are
I'm good.
shining and glowing. I don't see any sleepiness. So, like,
No,
definitely
okay.
want you, I definitely
Thank
want you to
you.
get your rest after we finish, though. Get your rest because rest is important. Absolutely.
I'm really happy we're matching,
Yeah, it's really cute, right?
right? It makes me really happy.
I love the
I
color
gotta
blue. Blue,
say,
blue is one of my favorite colors. I love
it's
blue.
my. I've really been loving. Blue's always been my favorite color, and I've really been liking orange and yellow a lot too recently. Probably because summertime.
hmm
You
it's
know.
definitely summer. It's definitely in the air. I feel like it's just like I want to change up my colors. I want to change up my style. Like that's how I feel when
Yeah.
summertime comes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
hmm
I think sis texted me. I feel it, but if I open it, let me
Let
send
me
it to my
see.
computer. If I open it, it'll
Okay,
something.
let me see. I'm looking for to see if I can find her in
I'm
here.
typing away on my computer. Let's see if I can do this. I like how you can do iMessage on the computer. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Thanks for logging in, guys. How are you?
Yeah.
This should be fun. I miss Halle. I want her to come back.
Oh no, I hope she can come back. I'm looking for it in chat. So I don't see her in here, but I can see if I can invite her. If I can find her. Let's see. See if
Okay,
I'm
message
popping
her.
up. Okay. All right.
But in the meantime, what?
Let's just, yeah, in the meantime, let me just welcome everyone. Hallie is coming to join us. Don't worry, we're all gonna get it together. In the meantime, I want to welcome everyone. My name is Yolo. I'm the executive director of BEAM, the Black Emotional Mental Health Collective. And we are here today as a part of the Pink Make Your Move, which is a month-long mental health awareness event that is centering self-care and healing and all these different pieces. Today we had the privilege, or I had the privilege, and we had the privilege to be in conversation with two of my favorite artists, Chloe and Halle Bailey, talking all things mental health and healing and just about our self-care practices, which is really going to be cool and fun. So I'm looking forward to it as well. If you want to learn more about the initiative, you can go to pinkmakeyourmove.com to learn more. And then as just a small housekeeping thing, this is a great conversation for educational purposes, but it's not a substitute for a relationship with a trained mental health professional. Get your therapist so you can tell somebody, work through your stuff and stuff like that. It's important. I have a therapist to tell all my T to, so it's really great. So,
Yes, that's good. Okay, I have a question for you because
oh,
I always loved your name. Okay, how did your parents name you YOLO?
Oh, it's interesting. So what's really funny about my name, so actually it's Yoloy, but what ended up happening, I went to undergrad African American Studies and Women's Studies. And so a part of what happened is they gave you a renaming ceremony, right? And so the name that I was given was Yolo Akili. And so Akili means Swahili for wisdom. And Yoloy actually means like a peaceful place in a river abounding with rushes.
Hmm.
And so I got that name and people just started calling me Yolo for short.
I
So I was like,
like,
okay.
but it's like a double entendre.
Yeah. And so now I'm YOLO, but that was way before the whole like YOLO phase. So it was so funny when that hit. People were like, oh my God, they're saying your name on the radio. And I was like, oh my God, it's so funny.
YOLO. That's really cute. Okay, Hallie messaged me. She says it doesn't say that it's live. But and
Oh,
she
that's strange. Hmm.
yeah.
Let me see. Let me double check in here. Let me see what I can do on my end. See if I can send a request for her. Anyone can see first when I watch this video. That is strange. It
Hallie
doesn't
has
say it's
come here.
live.
Hallie
We're
has
calling
come.
in. We're calling you in the room, Hallie. We're calling you in.
Today I didn't put a filter on.
Oh, you look amazing. You look amazing. I wish I would have put a filter on because I'm just like, oh my goodness, like,
You
but you
look
look
great.
gorgeous.
Your
You
skin
look
looks
gorgeous.
great. So I
Oh,
feel like
thank
this
you.
really is like FaceTime. Because you know FaceTime shows like everything.
It's true. Okay. Well, do you want? Let me see. Do
Maybe
I
she
really
needs to
want?
update her app. Let me tell her.
Okay.
What did you ask, Yolo? What did you
Oh
say?
no, I'm saying I'm still looking to see if I can invite her on my app, but it's not letting me do it.
Uh,
Well, do you want to start? Maybe we can dip into some conversation, some questions while we're
sure.
waiting
And then we
for
could
her
continue with
to. Yeah, we'll
sis.
continue when she comes in. She's gonna make it in. Wow. So where do we start? So first, I guess we talked a little bit about how you're doing. You said you're super busy, a little sleepy. We want to share more about that piece?
Oh, sure. Well, I've just been filming Grownish. What else have I been doing? I've been making a lot of music because that's my favorite thing to do. And I realized that I'm kind of like a workaholic almost.
Mhm.
And I really don't know what to do with myself outside of work, honestly. So, like, I've just been going. But yeah. But oh, just got a message from sis. She said, I'm in the car coming home from set, don't have my computer. Maybe should we retry it? Should we see if that'll work? I don't know
You-
what to do.
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
will it?
So we tried in the sense that she said she's in her car, so it's not connecting. Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
Oh
But she's
no,
coming from set.
no. Yeah, I don't know I mean, hopefully maybe we can just she can keep on trying to connect, and if we see her, or she can come through. Or we could also we could do some. We could me and you could talk right now, and then we can maybe do it again with hopefully both of you. We can figure that out. Hopefully hope she comes through though.
Okay, yeah. Do you think we should
Yeah.
try restarting it?
Yeah, you want to try?
Yeah, let's try
What do you think?
doing that. And
Okay,
then
so
refreshing. I'll tell her
okay.
to, I'll tell her.
Okay, I'll tell everybody. So we're gonna try to restart it, and then she's gonna try, and then we're gonna get Halle to come in. Okay, so everybody, hang tough. Don't go anywhere.
Oh no,
Okay.
she's on. She said hi
Oh, oh,
requested.
where's that? Where's that?
Look,
Oh,
I
there
see
you
her
are.
right there. Let me tap. Can I do
Ooh.
her? Can I tap her?
Oh, wait, there you are. There you are. I found you. Okay, wait, hold on. It says hi requested. It says, why won't it let me? Oh, there you are. Now we got you. Yay! I see you.
Allie.
Let's see. I just sent the request to her. There you go.
Yay!
Hey.
Allie.
Hi, I kept commenting, hello, I am here.
We're so glad you made it through. We was calling you in. We were like sending you energy, like she's coming in, she's coming in.
Yay! I miss you, Allie.
Miss you. I love your hair. That's so
Thank you.
pretty.
It's still wet because I washed it this morning, so I
It's
have like cold back.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh,
How are you
gorgeous.
all?
Good, good. How are you doing? We were
Nice.
just checking in. How you doing?
Good. Sorry I'm late to the party. We were having technical difficulties here in this
Party.
car. We're going home, but
No, it's okay. We couldn't get the party started without you. We tried and it
Yeah,
wasn't the same.
it's it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So excited to have you both here. I was just checking in. So I told everybody about why we're here to have a conversation with you both about like healing and wellness and your music and how you connect all those pieces. And so, Chloe told us a little bit about like that she's been working super hard, like like working on Grownish, working on music, how the music is really something that she really enjoys doing. I'd love to hear from you to check in. How are you doing? What's going on? I know you have a lot of exciting things going on as well. How you doing?
Yeah, so I'm doing well. I miss my sister a bunch, but
Mm.
I'm here in London. I'm filming The Little Mermaid. I have been since the top of the year, and it's been a wild ride, a journey of growth and learning lessons. And I'm just so grateful. So mentally, I feel like I'm in a space where I'm much stronger, and just really grateful for everything. And yeah, that's where I am.
Oh, that's amazing. What I know people are so excited about The Little Mermaid and all the work that you all are doing. So it's super exciting. Cannot wait. I will definitely be trying to hit them notes and probably failing like we so I'm looking forward to that whole part of that. But yeah, thank you for checking in with that. So let's jump into some questions. Like, I'm really curious. Like, you both are such writers and creators. Like, you make your music, you write your songs, and like your songs have so much empowerment themes in there. How do you use your own music and like to like help you soothe yourself or channel negative energy or just even support your healing or mental health? I'm really curious.
Oh, wow. Well, I would have to say music has always been so therapeutic for us.
Mm,
And it's like, it's second nature. Like, we do music for our self healing, not really for uh, recognition or any validation from anyone on the outside. We kind of just do it for ourselves. And, my sister is my best friend, and we always loved doing everything together ever since we were little girls. So I think doing music was just so natural for us, and we kind of dived right in. And whenever one is feeling sad or low, the other one lifts the other up, and we do that through music. And whenever we're having like our little tea times at home and we're like, girl, this is what I'm going through, this is
Mhm.
what is happening, we put that through the music.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. How would you add anything you would add to that, Hallie?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, music, I've always felt like I'm so much better at singing my emotions than I am saying them out loud. Like, I've always felt like it's easier to tell somebody something through song than just with my talking voice, and I don't know why, but it's just always been that way. And so, doing it that way, I find that I'm a much more brave version of myself when I
Mm.
write music and when I'm a creative being. And even out here, I'm learning that there's so much that I have inside of me that I can let out even through talking. So I feel like I'm learning how to do that with my voice, ironically. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. And music is just, yeah, that's the best, right, sis?
Yeah.
I love that. And it's so beautiful because so many of your fans, so many people who listen to your music get the same sense of empowerment that you put into it. Like that healing energy that you've done for yourself, you're sharing it with folks. And
Mhm.
people find empowerment and processing things through your music as well, whether it's processing something on a dance floor when you're trying to do the do it dance, which I've tried and not done a good job with. I'm working on it. But just all through your music, there's so many themes. So I love that like you created it in that spirit and it also like transcends and it gives to other people that same energy. That's really
Yeah.
beautiful. You know, I
Thank
love
you.
that. Um, so how do you prioritize your mental health? Like you both talked about, you're navigating different things. You're also making beautiful music. That's one strategy for healing. But what are some ways in which you've learned to kind of help prioritize your mental health when you're doing all these things? And sometimes you need to like stop or pause. How are you still figuring that out or learning how to do that, you know?
Oh, honestly, I'm going to be completely real. I
Yeah,
haven't figured it out.
yeah,
I'm going to be
yeah.
completely honest. And I think that's something I'm truly trying to learn right now, and how to balance, my life and my career and my mental health. I think because I love to work so much. And when I work, I feel so fulfilled that a lot of times when I have off days or days where I'm not working, I don't really know what to do with myself because I put so much of me into my work that I don't know what else to do outside of that. So I'm still trying to kind of figure that out. But in any moments where I'm feeling very overwhelmed, or I feel like I'm almost broken in a way, or I need some strength, I go straight to God and I pray. And that's really what helps me. That and music, and honestly, food. Like, I have such a huge love hate relationship with food. Like, when I'm stressed, I eat it. When I'm happy, I eat it. And so, yeah, so also the ocean. So those are the things for me. I'm
Ooh.
still figuring it out. I don't have all the answers because, like, there's a lot of days where I'm like, what the hell am I doing with myself, when I'm not working. So I still got to figure that out. And that's what I have to go through in my mental health journey. But yeah.
I so appreciate you
Absolutely.
lifting that up, that you're figuring it out. Because like a lot of us are figuring it out too. Like, sometimes I see people being like, I got
Yeah.
all my self-care plan together. I'm like, well, I don't got all mine together. I'm glad I'm like, it's
Yeah.
a lot of us are on the journey figuring it out. I love those things you listed as food. I'm curious about what your favorite food to kind of snack on is. I'm curious if you want to share one.
Ooh,
Ooh,
you go first, Hallie.
anything, yeah, anything sweet and yummy. I mean, I have a really bad sweet tooth, so anything sweet for me
Anything
really
sweet and
makes me
gummy?
feel better.
Oh, nice. So what about you, Hallie? Like how would you also like share that piece? What are the things you do to kind of prioritize your mental health? Like you're across the country, like you're filming, you're singing, you're doing these things. How are you navigating that for yourself?
Honestly, I really agree with Chloe. Like, I feel like I'm still figuring it out a lot of along the way. But I find that sleep is really helping when I can sleep because, it just allows me to relax. Another thing I've been doing is taking lots of bubble baths because I'm really sore and stuff. So that's really been helping me. And then just talking to my sister. Like yesterday,
Both of you
Sorry.
froze. Was it
Can you
just
hear me
me?
now?
Yep, I
Yes,
can hear
you
you.
both are back.
Okay, cool. What I was basically saying is just talking to my sister really helps me with my mental health because she has so much knowledge and um, just wisdom as the beautiful spirit that she is. So that really helps me so much as well.
Mm, I love that. I love that you both have each other to support each other on your journey and navigating. I also love bubble baths. I love a good bubble bath. The lavender is one of my favorite scents. I don't know. Do you have a favorite scent for your bubble bath? Do you have a favorite kind of scent
I
to use?
love lavender as well. Yeah.
Really?
And there's like this brown sugar exfoliator I love. It smells like
Ooh.
sugar cookies.
Ooh. See, I'm always hungry when I use those kind of things. I'm always like, I want sugar cookies all day. So I'm like craving. I love that. I love that. And so another piece I want to, the question that came from like our Pink, the campus reps, really were curious about was like, how do you all navigate like, societal or self-imposed pressure? Like you all know that like, we're in this moment where there's pressure to be all these things, to get these things
Mhm.
done. What are some tips that you are doing to manage it? Because you've been very public in your conversation about empowering, young women, but all folks to be really present in who they are. So I'm just curious to know more about that.
Ooh, I feel like there's different ways to deal with it. I think first and foremost, you kind of have to figure out how to deal with it on your own internally and kind of say, okay, I'm going to be unapologetically myself as long as I'm okay with myself and who I am and what I am doing. As long as I can look in the mirror and be like, I'm proud of you. That's all that really matters. And of course, we're human, so outside opinions and negative comments will, of course, affect us and hurt us. But it's like as long as you are fine with who you are and you know you are being authentic to yourself, that's all that really matters. And so I try to kind of live by that. And I think whenever I do feel really sad or anything, I talk to Halle, I talk to Branson, you know, I keep family close, and I'm
Mhm.
just really happy that I have an amazing support system to fall back on when sometimes you feel weak.
Yeah, no, I love that. Like talking to folks is so important. Like I feel like when I have my family or people I can talk to, it's almost like you can lift the weight
Hmm.
off your chest. It's just like you can
Yeah,
breathe a little bit deeper, knowing
yeah,
that you're like just like not carrying it yourself. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's huge. And sometimes folks can feel like they don't want to share because like we're scared to share. But sometimes when I feel like when we do share, we feel so much better. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Tonight, it's
yeah.
such a powerful piece. What about you, Hallie? What are you thinking?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like I have a mirror answer to Chloe, honestly. I mean, I learned so much from her. As
Mm,
is. I feel like that is a big, big part of everything in my life. And, it's hard at times to kind of block out the world's opinions because you
mhm,
are a human being and you like, it's like if you post a photo of yourself, you're like, oh, what do people, do they like it? Or do they,
mhm,
and
mhm,
sometimes things can get in your ear and be like, oh, that didn't make me feel too well.
Yeah.
So for moments like those, I find that for me, taking like social media breaks,
mhm,
for me recently, I just haven't had that much time for social media, but the one app that really just makes me happy is TikTok. And
mhm. Oh no,
I
I,
hear
I
you
can hear you.
though. I hear
you
you.
can hear
I
me?
hear you.
I
Yeah, I
hear
can hear
you.
you.
Okay, so I won't go on anything else but TikTok and I'll just laugh and laugh. So and laughter just really helps me like get through any times that I'm in. So especially through all of this. So I would say those are some things that I do.
I love. So y'all gave us a lot of great tips. Like I heard everything from bubble baths to laughter to the ocean to music. You know what I mean? I also feel like you both kind of alluded to the fact that like, when you talked about internal, there's some of it's about affirmations, right? Like affirming
Hmm.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you all do affirmations with yourself or repeat them? I know I do those sometimes.
I tried to. A few years ago, I was really into doing that. And I think, me just getting in my head and overthinking, I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't been doing that. And sometimes you can find yourself saying negative things to yourself in your mind that you would never say to or about someone else to their face. So I think it's really important and healthy to watch what you say to yourself and how you say it, even though it's just your inner thoughts. So I'm trying to get back into that and doing affirmations. Sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. There's sometimes where there's a week and I'm like, yes, I am beautiful, I'm smart. And there's other days where it's really honestly hard to say that to yourself. So it's okay to not always be in the mood to do that all the time. And it's okay to give yourself room to grow and to feel the way you're feeling and not to guilt yourself to always want to be positive all the time, which I have to learn. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to be
Right.
patient with myself. The days where I'm like, okay, I can't muster up the courage to say these nice things to myself. What's something I was grateful for the day? And that's what will
Mm,
kind of switch my perspective and then put me kind of back on that path where I am in the mindset where I can say those things.
yes, I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And for me, I really, I really have been loving guided meditations. Like whenever I'm feeling super overwhelmed, I'll just go on YouTube and look up guided meditation for anxiety and a good sleep. And it'll be really nice just to kind of calm me down. So I love doing those, but also affirmations are something that I do need to get on top of because they're so powerful when you speak
Yeah,
things
yeah.
out, you know.
Yeah, I'm just appreciating the conversation and how honest you are about it because I love that we can talk about the fact that, self-care and healing and mental health is such a journey. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like some days we're just like, yeah, I'm on top of my game. And some days it's like, I don't feel so great today. And I just need to honor that I don't feel good today. Like, you know what I mean? Like we don't have to always pretend and put on that face and just honor where we're at. And so I love that you both are just like holding those pieces of the real, because that's what we need. We need the real, right? And like, the
Yeah.
honesty. And so I love that piece. And I love meditation. I don't know if you know this, I'm a yoga teacher. So actually a
Oh, I
big
did
fan of
not
like
know that.
meditation.
Oh,
Yes, I went to school for yoga. And so like I'm a big believer of like just taking a moment to breathe can help you just kind of
Mhm.
regulate your whole system, and spending some time in quiet and just like with your spirit and your mind guided. It's a beautiful practice. And you're right, you can find it for free, like on YouTube and stuff, right? That's really
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. We didn't know that about you. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm a big fan of like, the body. I think sometimes we can hold a lot of tension in the body. And you were talking about how you
Mhm.
need the bubble baths because you're doing a lot of moving, right? You can be
Mhm.
sore. Sometimes yoga can help with those things too, to kind of help us alleviate some of the tension because sometimes we hold that in our bodies and it can
Yeah.
be really hard. So
Yeah,
that's
for
really
sure.
important.
Yeah, before the pandemic, like my thing to get away mentally and physically was hot yoga. And like I specifically did this class sculpt and I would do it like twice a day. And it was the most healing thing for me. And then there was also this other class that I forgot, but it would get so hot in there. And there would be some times when they would do certain poses where it would open up your hips and
Yeah.
you would just release and just start crying sometimes because you don't realize how much emotional tension you're holding on that
Yeah.
gets held in your physical body.
Hmm.
So yeah, those were like that was like my best thing to do, but now I can't because of the pandemic, and
I
I think
know.
it's like going into a petri dish if I go.
Yeah.
And they're opening them up back now, and there's like
I know.
maybe 4 to 6 people in a class, but I don't know about that yet.
Yeah, it's such a thing to navigate, right? Like, navigating that piece, especially with heart yoga, because you can't like make your house like 100 degrees. Like, you can't do that. So it's so hard to navigate. Yeah, but hopefully at some point you'll be able to get back into that practice because hot yoga is really great for you, and like yoga is really great for you as well. And I love that you're doing meditation, Halle. I just love that so much. I think it's really a great practice. Anything else you want to share with our folks about your journey and about healing and wellness and your music or anything before we get ready to kind of like close out our conversation? You share so much. I feel like I've been affirmed to some things. I'm like, thank you, Chloe. It's okay for me to have a bad day. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, of
Just
course.
reminded,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, we got to be patient with ourselves, like it's a lot easier said than done. And there's been so many times where I'll get like self-help books and I'll read and I'm like, yes. And I'm in the moment and I'm in the zone for like the first day. And then it's like I continuously fall back into old habits. And it's like, okay, you got to be patient with yourself. You got to give yourself space to grow. And when you put pressure on yourself to, okay, I always have to be positive, I always have to be this type of person, you are beating yourself up in a way because you are comparing yourself to this ideal that you think you should be. So I think just be patient with yourself. Everyone has their own journey, everyone has their own time, and just kind of let yourself flow through it. Let yourself feel everything you need to feel, because I feel like the lows are there so we could feel the highest of the highs. So I think they're just as important.
All right,
Absolutely.
Reverend Chloe, go ahead with the word. Okay, go on, Reverend, come on, preach to us.
Yeah, I
How
mean,
you gonna say?
I feel the same. I think we have to start understanding that life is a journey and there is a bigger picture and there is a huge payoff and light at the end of the tunnel once we get through what we're supposed to go through.
Yeah.
And, I personally feel like God puts me through these things in life to shape me into the person I'm supposed to be. And I'm really grateful for those moments. And even in the moments where I'm angry and I don't feel that way, in the back of my head, I'm always remembering like, well, this is gonna shape you into somebody that you want to be. This is you're giving yourself. You're gonna get love in return. It's gonna be great. It's gonna pay off. So that's kind
Mhm.
of the thing that I've just been like drumming in my head over and over again. So yeah, I just I'm grateful for this conversation and conversations where we can just be open and show that even though we are flawed human beings, that it's beautiful and that's what it takes to, kind of accept this journey of life. So
Okay. All right, both of y'all. I feel like y'all giving testimonies today. So thank you. Like so much beauty in everything you're sharing and just the honesty of it. And I just want to uplift and highlight some of the really powerful pieces you've shared, like coping strategies, y'all. For people who are watching, like from bubble baths to like having your favorite snacks to the ocean and nature, right?
Yeah.
To find that music or creative outlet that you can pour into, right? To
Yeah.
meditation, to yoga, like you can find a practice that works for you and be okay that you may not be good at it at first. Like I was
Yeah.
not good at yoga at first. I was like falling all over the place. And then I had to find my sync with it, right? So be okay with just trying something different. I love coloring and other things too. Find your practice, find your journey, and just be patient with yourself, which is what Chloe and Halle are really lifting up for all of us to put into practice on our wellness journey. So,
YOLO. I see a bunch of people asking what your at is.
well, my ad is at YOLO Akili. You can follow me. I'll
Everyone's
put it
like, "Oh,
in.
he's fine."
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And then I saw, hi guys, we see all the comments. I also saw one that said, "Are we barbs?" Yes, we love Nikki.
yes,
Um,
Yes, Nikki.
I think those were like the top two things in the comments.
India, Sean,
Hi,
hi.
India.
Yeah. I see some, let me see some other questions we see here. I see a question. Let me see. Ah, so many questions, so many people coming in and saying so many amens and saying thank yous and appreciations. Look at so many affirmations from what you've been sharing all day. Somebody says something, but they love coloring. Artists are vocal. They love that you are artists who are vocal about mental health. Yes. I
Yeah,
love that
mental
about
health
you
is
both so
important.
much.
Thank
You do.
you.
All right. I don't see now. See, I don't think I got any other questions on there. Oh, one thing we definitely got to say, we got to plug before we close is that tomorrow is Black Healing Remix the Summit, also sponsored by Pink. And Chloe and Halle are joining two of my other favorite folks, Laura Harrier and also Sadell Curry Lee, for a conversation about wellness. And it's going to be like this and juicy, even more juicier, So I hope you all join us. For all the Pink fam, use the code Pink Nation to get free tickets. So you can go to remix.beam.community. I'll put it in the chat for you. But I'm so thrilled to have the opportunity to talk to you all. So appreciative of the work and the healing work that you put out through your music. It really is just, it resounds, and there's so many people who are just connecting with it. So thank you for your journey,
Thank you.
for sharing your faith and all your light. We appreciate you so much. Go everyone else, go to makeyourmove.com to find out more about more events going on with Pink. And this concludes our time together. Thank y'all. We'll see you soon. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Love you, Hallie.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hi, Ella.
Bye.